morning, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to like a little morning in my life, a little morning routine. I have been feeling so like called to film this video. I just can't stop thinking about it, and so I'm really excited. It's currently 7:30. I just woke up. Yeah, we're gonna spend a little morning together and just take you guys through the simple things that I do, kind of hang out, catch up, and have a little chat about morning routines and like the societal pressures of a morning routine stuff. I'm really excited for this video. Honestly, I think it's gonna be so fun. If you've watched a morning routine before, it's gonna be pretty similar because you guys know I'm very into like healthy habits but keeping it very, very simple. I think your morning routines definitely, at least for me, fluctuate based on my mood. I feel like I have a few different variations of my morning routines, right? Like when I'm very, very low energy and in like a depressive slump, I just get right out of bed and I drink my coffee and I start on work, right? Whereas when I have a bit more energy and I'm high energy like I have been lately, I want to like go for a walk and I want to read and I want to spend time off my phone before I jump into the day. And I feel like I have a different morning routine, not only based on how my mental health is doing, but also the seasons. Like my morning routine in the winter versus the summer is going to look totally different, right? Because maybe I will go to the dog park early in the morning in the summer, or I don't know, go for a walk or a run or something, right? Like our morning routines are meant to change. You're just supposed to carry those healthy habits with you. I'm not going to sit here and say I never get up early, because I obviously do. You guys see it in the vlog. Sometimes I do get up early, but I would not say that my morning routine revolves around getting up early, which is something I was trying so hard for it to be. And guess what? I'm just not a morning person. I failed at that, and that's okay. I tried for a while, and when I say I failed at it, I don't mean that I, tried once and then I gave up. Like I was consistently doing these early morning routines for a few weeks, for a few days each week. And guess what? It wasn't bringing me joy. It wasn't bringing me any joy. So why am I going to stick to a morning routine that's not bringing me joy? And I just want to reinforce that. And you don't have to be a morning person. The only reason I'm up at 7:30 is just because it's, it's a work day. But yeah, it's a really gloomy day here and it's going to rain later. So I'm hoping the lighting is okay throughout this video. But good morning. Welcome. It's 7:30. I feel like that's my good wake up time, is anywhere from 7:15 to like 7:30, only because I start work between 8 and 9. And I just do best when like the sun is coming up. I don't like getting up during the dark unless I have to. And don't get me wrong, you guys, there was a season of life where I was, if you guys remember, during the pandemic, I was working 6 to 2 shifts at the hospital. And so I was up at like 4:45 to 5 every day almost. It was crazy. So I know what it's like to get up when it's dark out and go to work. I'm very grateful for this period of life I'm in now where I can work from home. But yes, been there, rough times. And here we are. So let's get ready. Let's go downstairs and let's start the day. I wanted to show you guys because one change I've made recently is I swapped out my collage background for a plain one. And honestly, it just brings me a lot more peace and comfort. I don't really know how to explain it, but this kind of stresses me out when I stare at it first thing in the morning. Like I'm all about vision boards, but this to me is just a bit calmer. And I always put my phone on do not disturb. I have this good morning focus setting, and I always leave it on that. I'm leaving my phone on my nightstand because I try not to be on my phone for the first hour or two of the day. That really helps my mental health so much. My mood readers will understand, but I'm always bringing this stack downstairs with me because I'm not sure what I'm going to be in the mood to read. So let's go get the day going. This is typically what the living room looks like after I wake up. It does not look cute or tidied at all because usually we both fall asleep on the couch or we're exhausted. Last night we finished House of Dragon, and so we just went right to bed. So cozy vibes in here for sure. And I've actually been loving keeping the curtains closed. It just kind of creates a bit of like a cozier ambiance, especially because the mornings are a little darker now. Like you can tell how dark it is in here. I've been really enjoying just kind of keeping the curtains closed for a little bit and just kind of enjoying the coziness. This has been the winning combo in the morning. I don't know what it is. I'm in a peanut butter and jelly phase, but we've got the Maranatha peanut butter, which a lot of you guys said to try Costco. I'm gonna try that one next. And then this is the best jam in the world. It also has cheese seeds, which is great. Kind of gets things moving in the morning. So absolutely love this combo. Welcome to my 100-step coffee routine that my boyfriend says I should do for the best espresso possible. coffee, my hair is up. I feel like I change my hair 600,000 times in the morning. I just want to remind you guys that every morning is so different, and if that's the case for me, I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be the case for a lot of these creators that make these like 20-step morning routines. And you know, some days I jump out of bed at like 7:55. I make a coffee and I start work at 8. Some mornings, like this week for example, my body just like naturally woke up at 6:45 and I had a really nice slow morning and I got to journal. I don't journal every day. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't go for a nice morning walk every single morning before I start work, right? Our morning routines are so dependent on our mood, on the weather, on just what we feel like doing that day. If we're taking a rest day from the gym, there's just so many factors to consider. And so this is just my morning today. Tomorrow it might look different. I just want to remind you guys of that. But I have my cutie little coffee. I love this mug so much. It's the cutest thing in the world. First of all, this is usually my routine, I'm not gonna lie. I watch a lot of Australian creators, so I look and see if anyone has uploaded overnight. Like typically Rachel Catherine, because like the time change. But for example, Caitlin posted last night, Caitlin Nolan, so I'm probably gonna watch that. I've been loving lately is like watching one YouTube video, like a shorter one, and then reading for a little bit. But sometimes I'm kind of burnt out of reading because I am a huge night owl. If you guys didn't know, that's just why I just don't get up early. I just can't. I'm a huge night owl, and so I typically read like 1 to 3 hours every night. You guys are always asking me how I read so much, and it's because I'm a night owl. And so last night I read like 50% of my book and finished it. So I'm not really in the mood to read a ton. So I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and then maybe read a few pages of this because I am very, very excited to get into this. So that's that. But just a reminder that people that are posting these 20-step morning routines probably aren't doing that every single day. And yeah. Guys, I just got ready for the day. I love getting ready in my PJs with a YouTube video playing. It's honestly the vibe. It's very luxurious and I love it. I'm actually getting ready to go work from a coffee shop, which you guys would have seen. I'm filming a weekly vlog this week too, so you would have already seen that. But I'm about to take my like birth control, my medication, supplements, all that kind of stuff, and I've really lowered the amount of like supplements I take. I'm really trying to get things in naturally now, so I'm low in like iron, B12, omega-3s, and so I really try and get those things in naturally. The only things I do take are a B complex, a probiotic, prebiotic, and then of course my medication for my GERD. You guys know a few months ago I started using Seed and I absolutely have been loving it. I do have, you know, hot girls have tummy problems, okay? And I want to say a huge thank you to Seed for sponsoring today's video. If you guys didn't know, the DS1 Daily Symbiotic is a probiotic and prebiotic supplement, and it's a 24 strain broad spectrum formulated for digestive, gut, immune, and it also has additional systemic benefits. You know, I'm really picky with the brands that I work with in terms of like supplements and health and wellness. I think it's really important for me at least to work with companies who have really done their research in learning how the body absorbs supplements. Seed is one of them. If you guys don't know, they have a capsule in capsule formula. I feel like the health science nerd in me is like coming out to shine now. Basically, because it is a capsule in capsule technology, it's protected against your bile salts, your digestive enzymes, and then your stomach acid, which means it's viable throughout digestion. This means that the probiotic actually makes it to the small intestine and then delivered to the colon. The outer capsule also has a barrier to oxygen, moisture, and heat, which means you actually don't need to refrigerate it, which is great if you're someone who's like on the go. You guys know I travel a lot for my corporate job, for this job, and just in general, and I find it difficult sometimes to take probiotics and prebiotics with me because they have to be refrigerated. I think it's really important for everyone to take a good prebiotic and probiotic supplement. If you guys are interested in checking Seed out, I do have a discount code for you guys. I'll stick it on the screen right here, and that gets you 15% off your first month supply of the DS Daily Symbiotic. A huge thank you to Seed for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna take this along with my birth control and my pantoprazole for my GERD and get this day going.
I think there's anything better in this world than starting your day with some Stella Rooney cuddles. This is why I can't get out of bed in the morning, Bubba. It's because all you want to do is snuggle with mommy. All you want to do is have snuggle parties. Good morning. Alright, I think we should get out of bed and get some coffee. Good morning, guys. First thing I always ask myself when I get up in the morning is, what is going to make me happiest this morning? What do I need this morning? For example, it's Friday and I think I'm gonna work for a little bit this morning starting at 9. So I let myself stay in bed and snuggle for a little bit.
What's the weather gonna be? Oh, okay. It's just a little overcast. You guys, it's the next day. I figured it would actually be pretty fun if I vlogged a few different days of my mornings, because then you guys would get to see the variety. We are humans, we're not robots. Our mornings are not gonna look identical every single day. If you even just take the first 30 minutes of my day today, it's already different than yesterday, right? I let myself just kind of lounge around in bed for a little bit. I made myself a drip coffee, and I did make an Americano, and I ate a freaking Uncrustables for breakfast and not healthier homemade peanut butter toast and jam, right? So I felt like, because we were talking about real morning routines, that it was important for me to show the variety in a few different days. So it's a really gloomy, overcast day, but I'm really happy that it's not raining yet. I find it easier to start the day when it's just like overcast than when I wake up to like straight pouring rain. I don't typically work on Mondays and Fridays, but I'm gonna put a few hours in today just because it's kind of gloomy. I'm gonna be at home and I have some things I want to wrap up for the work week, so I'm gonna work for a few hours today. I really want to have a super relaxing morning. I think when it comes to a morning routine, I always say this, that like simple is best, and realize that you don't have to conform to fit into society. I tried for so long to be a morning workout person, and I'm not someone who wants to work out first thing in the morning. In terms of making it a habit, like I'm just not a morning workout person, and I'm not going to do something that doesn't bring me joy, right? I tell you guys to pick 3 non-negotiables in your morning to work on, and the rest can differ from day to day, right? Like as long as I get my 3 non-negotiables done today, I don't really care what I do in my morning routine. I could literally just sit in bed and read my book until I start work, and I'd be happy as long as I, you know, have my water and food before coffee, get at least 30 minutes of fresh air in the morning, and then also just taking like my daily vitamins and prescription medication and my birth control. We're gonna have our coffee in our cute little spring mug, and I'm honestly gonna catch up on some YouTube, and then we're gonna start work for the day, and it's gonna be a very relaxing morning, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Alrighty guys, we are on our morning walk. It's raining, Stella's right here, but this is a non-negotiable for us no matter the weather, just because we obviously have a dog. So we're embracing the rain, we're on a nice morning walk. It honestly feels nice to get out. Oh, all right, little development to the plot. We obviously got rained on. As you can tell, I was wearing a hat, so only this part of my hair got rained on, which is not fun when you have like wavy hair naturally, because the bottom is gonna be so curly. But I feel like people that have dogs or even kids can relate to this, that your day-to-day morning routine is not the same. Especially I feel like if you have a dog that is high energy and needs to get out. For example, Stella usually sleeps most of the morning, so we go for a walk around like 11, but today I knew it was gonna rain all day. So it's about 8:57 right now. I'm about to just put in a few hours of work like I said, but we just got back from a walk. I was hoping we'd get in our like 30-minute walk before it poured, but we made it like 3/4 of the way and it started raining, so it is what it is. But I feel like people also don't consider that, is that when you see like a morning routine online, that's just like one person's day, and my day-to-day changes honestly because I have a dog, right? Like she needs to be exercised, and depending on what the weather is, my morning routine may change. The other day I knew it was going to snow a ton, and they don't plow our sidewalks very frequently, so the second I got up at 7:30, I took her for a 30-minute walk, and I didn't even, you know, have a slow morning. Like it just changes day to day. But I'm about to log on to work. Like I said, I'm just gonna put in a few hours. If you guys are new here, I work a part-time corporate job, so I just basically log my hours, and at the end of the week I just let the staffing department know how many hours I've worked. So it's a bit easier for me to vlog on these days where I'm just putting in a few hours versus the days I'm working like 9 to 5 straight. Today I'm just working a few extra hours because like I said, I have an event this afternoon that I'm going to. Yeah, but that is just what today looks like so far. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but like when did I take my shirt off last night in my sleep? When did that happen? We had a good little sleep in this morning. It's 8 o'clock. I'm on my period and I just like could not be bothered. I really needed a good sleep. Let's see how long I slept for. Slept for 7 hours and 41 minutes, which is great.
but I want to have a super laid back, cozy morning in bed today. So that's the vibe.
Because, say it with me, that's what's gonna bring me joy. Although, you guys, it was supposed to be rainy and I woke up and it's so sunny. I'm so happy right now. You are so sleepy this morning, aren't you? You also having a cozy morning with mom? I'm truly so obsessed with this bedroom, you guys. You guys, hello. I want to sprinkle in a little morning wisdom into every day of this vlog. And today's tip is, I can get up at 7 and it's like dark outside. Or I could just sleep until like 7:45 and it's bright out. I'm gonna pick the 7:45 option because my mornings are drastically better when I wake up and there's sun. I think a lot of ours are. And obviously I respect the hustle, I respect the grind for all of you getting up at like 5 a.m. to go to the gym, but I just like a slow morning and there's nothing wrong with that. I am like an afternoon, midday gym goer and that's okay. I've accepted it. Okay, so let's say I start work at 9, right? And obviously every day that's not possible because you guys are gonna see tomorrow that I have to be up at the ass crack of dawn because I have to be on site at work for like 7:30. So this doesn't happen every day, but on the days that I get to choose, I will totally take sleeping for a little bit longer if it means getting up with the sun. Because it just starts my day on such a better note. I'm in such a better mood and I feel like my circadian rhythm resets a bit better when I'm up with the sun instead of when it's dark out. And obviously, like, you know, some days we just wake up early naturally. It is what it is, but it's just a reminder that it's okay. I hope this video just serves as a reminder to everyone that it's okay to not be a morning person. And obviously everyone's definition of morning person is going to be so different, right? Like me, a morning person is like before 7 a.m. For you, it might be before 8 a.m. or whatever. Yeah, we like to have cozy, slow mornings around here, and that's totally fine. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna throw a sweater on first of all because I'm freezing, but you know, I'm going to make a coffee, I'm gonna sit in bed with my heating pad and watch some YouTube and then start my work day, and that's it. And that's fine. As long as I keep up those healthy habits first, right? Like have my water, eat my food, have my coffee, go for a tiny little walk. It doesn't matter what else you do in my opinion, so. I feel like I start every day just like standing here thinking about what kind of coffee I want. All right, 16 ounces of water done. All right, what kind of coffee do I want? I kind of want another attempt at foaming my milk. Did not go well. I tried. That's okay. Just a little sad froth up in here. Okay guys, this is like the best $15 I have ever spent in my life. This like heating pad that's like electric. I got it on clearance at Marshall's. My plan for this morning. Come on up. Okay. I'm trying to find a YouTube video to watch because I just don't even feel like reading. That's just like a lot of energy.
Not gonna get a full night's sleep for a while.
Oh man, look at that perfect fit. Cheers. You can hear me okay because it's raining pretty hard outside, but today's morning looked a little different. I will say on days that I have to get up early and work, I like rush through that morning routine. I don't rush through it, but I keep it like extremely simple. Like I woke up, threw my hair in a ponytail, did a little bit of makeup, and I didn't even make a coffee. I was like, you know what, I'll treat myself. Since I don't come into the office much, when I do, I like to treat myself to a coffee. So I just got an Americano Misto with blonde espresso, which is just an Americano with some like foamed froth milk on top. So I'm having that as a little treat. and I already had a glass of water. And typically when I'm up this early, I am not hungry at all, but I know how important it is to not have coffee in an empty stomach. So I typically do a handful of mixed nuts and then a few berries in the fridge and maybe a few peanut butter pretzels, which I know is not like the healthiest thing in the world, but it just puts some like substance in my belly, and it's kind of all I can do, and something is better than nothing. So that's what I did. But this morning looks a little different, a lot different actually, because it's like not very long. I was gonna say dense, that's not the right word, but you know, it's not really long. Really get up early to read or have me time before I come into the office, just because I come in so early. But I am gonna read in my car for a little bit because I'm a bit early for work. It's only 7:25. I don't start till 8, but I have to be here early to set things up because we have a call this morning. So I did bring my Kindle with me everywhere I go, and so I'm gonna read for probably like 5-10 minutes before I go in, which kind of like grounds me and calms me before I go into the work day. I feel like because I don't really have that me time in the morning, it just feels like I'm having a little bit of a normal morning routine. And this is just your reminder that like your morning routine is really just a composition of those healthy habits in whatever way they come out every day, right? Sip my coffee and just have a few minutes to myself, because I feel like a few minutes to myself is better than no minutes to myself. But yeah, that is the last morning for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the variety. Even though like my morning routines are pretty much just like very cozy and simple, I hope it served as a reminder that your morning routine doesn't have to be anything out of this world. And guess what? It doesn't have to be aesthetic like the internet. I really struggle with putting my morning routines online sometimes because they're not aesthetic by any means. And don't get me wrong, I love watching an aesthetic morning routine, even if it's just like a super simple one. Like those are the ones I gravitate towards watching. But morning routines aren't always aesthetic. Like they're getting up in your mismatching shirt and shorts and running to the coffee machine, and it's not always aesthetic. Like this is real life, and these are my real life morning routines, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it kind of brings light to a new side of morning routines maybe on the internet. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna sit here and read for a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.